Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Railyard Diary number 9. Joining me are Shagufta and Vivek. I'm Kinship, the business guy at Second Quest, and we have lots of interesting, exciting things to show to you today. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hello, hello everyone.
So,
Welcome back
Shagufta,
to
are you
another
excited
video.
to look at Train Manager today?
Yes, very excited because I know how hard you guys have been at it. It's a humongous feature, and I think we've made some dent in the mountain. So yeah,
Yeah, it's a pretty big and complex feature, but sorry, I've not been keeping well. So um, it's a big complex feature, like you said. Yes, that's true. But what we have also started doing is overhauling the entire train system within the game now. Like the next 2 months, we're radically going to change how the train behaves within the game, and the entire uh, construct around the railway. So, Train Manager today is the first piece of the jigsaw that we're putting out, and you'll see some stuff, and you would want a lot more, and all of that is going to come out in their own pieces and iterations over the next 2 months. So very excited, and fingers crossed. Let's see how players like this feature and how they feel about it. Vivek, over to you. Let's jump into Train Manager.
Yes, thank you, Kinshuk. Yes, it's been a hell of a month. I mean, the last month was also crazy. So I'm just sharing my screen.
Yeah, the next 2 months are going to be crazier further.
Yeah, I think we have now properly dived into the whole train features. So getting the whole train system in place, train manager in place. Like for the all the playtesters that have been playing our games for the last couple of months, they must have noticed that this button, this train editor, was always disabled. So with this new build that will roll out, this is now enabled. And earlier there was not much of an option in our game with trains. You could only just spawn the trains on the stations, but you can't really do anything more than that. But with this train manager, it has been a feature that was very requested, and we also really wanted to get this feature in. So we took our time to build this feature properly. We went into the full R&D mode, and we created long sheets and documents with details of each and every train that's out there. And from there, we cut down to the phase-wise roadmap, like what we can fit in
Yeah, I
first.
think the original
Yeah,
document that Yadu shared with you had like 62 attributes
yeah.
and some 14 forces to calculate.
Yeah, like I mean, I still haven't gone through all the attributes and all the things that Thin has, but yeah, like earlier it was very basic metadata that we had built in our train, but now we have a lot more data. So that it was a basically for me also for the train system, which was a more of adding more data attributes and more data points and handling those data and planning how those data will be used in our train system. So all of that has also gone into building this feature. So which is why we are going to roll it out phase by phase, one thing at a time. And today I'm going to show you the first version of our train editor.
Yeah,
And
I'm very excited to see how players react to this feature because uh, a lot of the stuff that has been done is under the hood. It's not player facing.
yeah,
So that would be very interesting. And is this a new map, by the way, Vivek? Is this
yeah, I
looks
mean,
very
so so with before every devlog, I spend like an hour or so building a small map based on the feature that I'm going to show. So this last time I built it on Rival Delta map. This time I had built it on Crater Fall. So as you can see, our Crater Fall
okay.
is a hilly map. So I have created this two small hills. I have placed two stations over here, and
Yeah, I remember
you
this map
drag.
from the play hour. I really had a difficult time
Yeah,
planning my layout on this part of the hill.
You need to get inspired more by Vivek.
Definitely.
yeah. I really enjoyed building this. I really wanted like two trains running simultaneously, and with this view where we can see
Yeah.
one train a bit
Yeah, so this
above,
is like
one
terraced
down.
tracks.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Yes.
everybody, to everybody watching this, please see what Vivek has made and tell us if you think this is looking nice. Can you do something better? What ideas do you have? We'd be happy to take your suggestions and build a map, as per your specifications for the next devlog. So yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you have a question, leave a message in the chat. We'll pick it up.
Yes. And yeah, I was just going to show you train editor, but I'll hold it on for just a little bit more before I just saw this something, this small thing, but it's a huge effect. As you can see in the background now, there is a very dense fog, and the hills and terrains are very much hidden by them. Earlier, the fog was there, but we have also tweaked upon it a bit, so it gives you a very nice,
Yeah, in fact, there's a lot of stuff happening there on the visual front. Vivek,
yeah,
I think uh, in the next few months, very soon, we are going to do a much more detailed
yes.
live stream on how the
Yeah,
game's
yeah.
art has evolved.
So, yeah, while building our train manager, like whatever time we get, we are also parallelly doing some small and major tweaks in the whole art system. Okay, so there it is. So this is now the first thing that you'll see when you open the train editor, which will show you all the trains that are available, and then all the trains that you have created in game. Right now, for this devlog, I have deleted all my older train. So we'll start by creating new train. And right now we start with like this four default train that we are providing. Before the rollout, we'll see if we can add more or maybe just tweak these trains. These are the older trains which are already there in the game earlier. So yeah, I'll create a copy of Intercity 225. So over here
I
on
think
the right.
before we copy, let's look at what this is. Like the trains there.
Oh, you want me to spawn one of these trains first?
Yeah, because so far there was no train manager. You were
Yeah.
using debug tools. So
Yes.
I think that's the biggest change in the game that players are going to deal with.
Yes. Yes.
I
So
think
earlier, if you remember,
Vivek has been working so long that he's forgotten how basic and essential the feature is and that we need to tell
No, he's
everybody.
eager to show off the more complex thing.
yeah. No, yeah, I totally forgot that now we have new ways to spawn train. But anyways, so earlier, if you remember, you player were able to place the train by just drop down, click on the track. But now we have this ghost train that you'll see after you click on the spawn, and it will always ask you to please place the train on the track. And the moment you move your mouse towards track, you can see how this train is placed on the track. You can also adjust the position, which was one of a very bigger headache for Kinship. He always wanted to precisely place where the train should be. So now with this, you can, place
Yeah.
the station, and if you see even on the junction, yeah, it happens. It's a bit of a phase one, I would say, but you can see like
No,
it
it's nice to
slowly
discover bugs on
takes
the live
out.
stream.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, even on the curved track, on the straight track, on the hilly track, as you can see, even with the elevation, it all just aligns properly. And yeah, wherever you feel it's a good position, you just click on it, and then it gets placed, and your library comes up back again. Just to
So
show.
that earlier drop down that we would open by selecting a track and then selecting a train from that drop down,
Yeah.
that doesn't need to be done anymore.
Yes.
Those days are
Yes.
gone.
Yes. You just open your train editor, just select a train, click and drag. That's it. If you
I
don't
love
like
this
it,
because this also allows me to specifically, like, place my train exactly where I want. Earlier,
Yeah,
what would happen is I would select the train from the drop down, and it will go at one edge of the train track, and then I'll have to find where the train has gone.
yeah. So if I want to like align with this tree, and you can do that, and you see it's just perfectly aligns.
Yeah.
We have,
Looks very good.
it took me a lot more hours to just make sure that whatever I'm showing it in preview, it just aligns when our actual train spawns.
No, but
Because
this is fantastic.
yeah,
This feels like I'm picking up a train from my toy box and putting it on the layout.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And like just so you know, once it is on the track, it's a proper physical train with all the wheels and all the joints and all the physics. So all of that is still intact. You just run it and yeah, everything is same.
Nice.
That
So yeah,
looks very
this
nice. But I admit I will miss the wonky looking trains as well. I think they were
yeah.
fun while they were still
No,
there.
the wonkiness is still there.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, like sometimes, like if you spawn this like this particular body, you see it is, has not for some reason properly aligned. So some of this is still there, but yeah, with couple of more
Shikhar said that
testing.
wonkiness would be completely eradicated by end of July. So, after that, you will really miss the wonkiness. But
Oh
But
the
no.
one
wonkiness
thing,
will exist.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
Vivek.
one thing which you won't be seeing anymore is this. If you remember, whenever you used to spawn the train, that just it used to just fly away in the air and like those weird bogey and body positioning. So all of
Yeah.
that is now gone with this proper thing. Like you just align it with the track. It also says that this track already has a train, so I cannot place another train. But,
That's very helpful information on the screen.
So the
yes,
trains have arrived.
yes. So yeah, so the placement bugs, placement issues, those shouldn't be there. Like with our playtester testing them, it should be able to eradicate any of the remaining bugs if it's still there.
Yeah.
So
So,
yeah,
so before you
yeah,
move
sorry.
to train editor, very quickly, if players on the stream want to get build and access the game and play it and experience the trains for themselves, you can see the links on the ticker. Join our Discord at discord.secondquestgames, secondquest.games. So, and interact with us, be part of the community. We're constantly talking to our players about things that we're building in the game and how everything is progressing. You can also sign up for the early prototype playtest on playmodeltrains.com. So we look forward to having you there.
Yes. So in the meantime, I just quickly created a duplicate of BR Intercity 225. You can just hit duplicate over here,
So here's a
and
very important thing that I think we should tell players. Why there is no new train button? Why are we asking them to duplicate or copy edit an existing train?
yes, I mean, so basically it's kind of like a new train only like once you have a copy of an existing train, it just duplicates the existing train and you are just able to edit it along yourself. Like I think we like in the couple of iteration we might just add a new train also. So
I don't think they're gonna do that, Vivek. The idea is that all trains that the players building start from a point of imagination. So while we are giving some of the most iconic trains as a starter trains, like the current collection is more for the variety of content in the game. But when you start the proper release of trains content within the game, y- the train tool will provide you all the iconic trains categorized by different manners that you can have in the game, and then you can further build on top of that by making a copy of that iconic train and editing it the way you want. So that's the hook we are playing with.
Yeah.
So
and
yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the screen, so let's look at
yeah.
that.
Yeah. So once you have your own train, you can just come to your My Trains tab. So you don't need to worry about all the library all the trains that are there. And over here you can see the basic configuration that it has one loco, 6 cars. There's the length, mass, power, and then you have this three button. You can either delete it, make another duplicate, or edit it. And when you click on edit, this is where you see the new train editor that we have created. Lots of information on the screen. We'll go over one by one. The first thing is this preview box in the top. This shows you the train structure, the train composite, and like this locomotive which is placed there, and then you have this coaches, and you can tweak it. You can just delete any of them. You can make a duplicate, and on the right, while you are doing operations on the composite, you will see the details which also gets updated at the runtime from 5 cars to 6 cars. The mass also gets increased, the length also gets increased. This power and tractive effort, right now they are not having any change over there, but yeah, based on your train composite, all of this train information will also be updated. So whenever you are making a train, you can plan what kind of train you want to build, what where you want to run it, and based on that, you can just name something. What should
And
I?
and when we launch the community features, we can upload the trains from to the workshop from here as well in the
Yes.
future.
Sorry, that's my favorite train. Yeah, that's it. You can just rename it, and you can click on save. And later, you can see this train with this name in the library itself. So that's the upper part of the train editor. And the second part is basically asset library, which basically shows the list of all the rolling stock that we have in our library. You can filter them by type. The one is locomotive. So if you want to change a locomotive or add one more locomotive at the end, you can just do that. Then you have passenger, coaches, same operations over here. This plus will help you add in. And on the right of this, when you let me just go back to locomotive and start one by one. So if I click on this BR class 91, on the right you will see all the information of about this locomotive from the country, the manufacturer, operators, the years it started, and a lot more information. So these are the information I was talking about in the beginning. That when we went to build train editor, we were like looking at all the attributes of every part of the train, and planning like what are the things that we need to carry to our game, and what are the things that we need to maybe leave it for future depending upon the usage. So yeah, you can also learn about trains from this panel if you are a train geek. So yeah, that's
And eventually, this is what is going to turn into our Rail PDF within the game.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, these are the freight cars, and yeah, let's build a new train. I'll just remove everything over here, and yes, we'll start with locomotive. Okay, this train, it's my favorite train, but I will let Shagufta pick each part. Shagufta, pick which engine I should put on over here.
No, I think we'll go with your favorite. You worked
My
so hard. You worked so hard on Train Manager. You deserve to run your favorite train.
Yeah. So in the last time, my favorite was CKD T448, but now my favorite is BR Class 91 Intercity. So I'm going to put that first, but I'll also put two locomotives in this train. And then we have passenger cars. So yeah, we'll start with PKP and Mark 9. That's also with GWR. Yeah, and then we'll add freight cars, Pullman, and we'll, yeah, it's a yeah, it's a 7 car long train. I think that's a decent train. And I'll just close this. Yeah, and you can see the details have been updated over here. My favorite train is one loco, 7 cars, length, mass, power, tractive work. Just one loco information is incorrect. We actually have two loco. Yeah. Some of the things I go back and need to fix also. So yes, playtesters,
No
please,
fun.
when you have this, do break our game. I really want people to break our game as much as they can right now.
Yeah. No fun
Yeah.
getting it perfect the first time.
Yes. So we have, yeah.
Perfect is
My
undefined the first time, Shagufta.
yes. So that's my favorite train. As you can see, it has two locomotive and three passenger cars and two freight cars. And yeah, this is empty. Stuff. Will we have option of filling this also? The freight
Vivek,
cars.
Yadu feels your friendship with CKD has ended.
Oh, Polska. Yes, my new favorite was Polska till last Devlog. But yeah, after spending a lot of time in art, I have moved to this
The
intercity.
in the intercity swallow.
Yeah, I mean, like the color and everything of this, it just looks very nice to me.
It's one of the most iconic trains in the world.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just create one duplicate quickly for Polska because Yedu has said that Polska is not my favorite anymore. Okay, and I'll just remove this.
Vivek, feature request.
Yes, the gondola and pull them up.
Soon that will also come be part of the train manager. Actually, Yadu. You know what's happening behind the scenes.
Yes. Okay, so I have Polska over here, and yeah, I'll just place it nicely. I'll place it a bit far. Okay, so we have this true train setup, and I'm just checking if I missed anything in the train data. I think no, all good. Okay, so I'll just running the train is still the same. We just click on it, give it a little bit of speed, to give it a bit more speed,
Yeah, it's
and
still the same till the time we don't finish our rail motion work.
But the scene is looking so beautiful, like a watercolor painting.
oh, this, yeah,
Thanks to Vivek. Very nice.
No, that's a lot of work done by Vivek, and then he got a lot of help from the Reddit community as well.
yeah,
Yes, Reddit and Unity
Vivek shout out.
communities. Yeah.
yes. I have been posting some stuff on Reddit now. So
Thank you to everybody who has helped out and not trolled us.
okay, so yeah, here it is. We have to train, and I'm just trying to set up a nice camera angle with follow. And yeah, yes, yes, and a little bit of speed, and yes, also a little bit of speed.
Are they moving in sync?
I increase the speed of the train above.
Yeah, so now I just keep
Yes.
seeing all the things that we're working on. Like the dispatch mode would be great to have when you have these multiple trains running on the network.
Yeah, so I'm increasing the speed of the train above, and now I'm decreasing the speed.
Yeah, sorry, people. Spoiler
Right.
alert.
Yes. Yeah. And yeah, it's coming towards the station. So yeah, to station.
Will there be any derailments in this train,
Yeah, they're
Vivek?
saying spook creep is happening in my head. In all our heads, Yadu, in all our heads.
Oh,
No, I think what we've been very successful in doing with Train Manager is that we have built a very simple to use experience. And the last few weeks were evidence that it was not easy to get. Uh,
Yeah.
like the temptation was to throw so much data and so much uh, computation to the player just to show that hey, we are actually doing so much work about the trains here, but not falling into that temptation and sort of keeping it simple. I know, it has to look better, but uh, oh,
Yes.
sneak peek.
No,
Yeah.
but like as they say, making something very simple is the hardest thing to do. So simple is
Yeah,
not easy.
and it has come out as a very easy to use, straightforward tool.
What fancy things are you doing, Vivek?
This is the new
Just
tilt shift camera.
yes.
Mm.
And I'm just
You have to spend a feverish night turning this into reality. Vivek, maybe
All
you should talk
content
about this camera a
creators,
bit. Like,
yeah.
yes. Sorry, I got lost in setting this. Yeah. So earlier in our photo mode, there was just this depth of
depth
field
of field.
option, and there was no tilt shift effect. And while building this miniature train, we really needed a tilt shift effect. So yeah, we have added this more customized tilt shift feature. I'm just trying to get the values right. Sometimes I just
I was just saying to
forget
all
what
the
to
content
do.
creators, streamers, who stream games, who create videos. Uh, Please check it out. If you have
Enable a
any
second
feedback for
second
us,
toggle as well, Vivek.
Yeah.
yeah, because we are making this game for creators, and we'd love to hear any feedback that anybody has on how we can make this experience better. So you're able to create and capture it in the way that you want.
Yeah, and Vivek is again lost. So basically, like a tilt shift camera, you can set this focus band, and the regions on top and bottom will get blurred
Yeah.
out, following the tilt
Yeah. I'm
shift
just
scheme. So that real miniature look that you see out there, which primarily comes from this tilt shift presentation, uh, that can be now be achieved in the game. And then, of course, we are working on lighting and all the other visual improvements. So all of that will come together. So you'll actually hear about the tilt shift in greater detail in one of the later uh, live streams. We were not actually going to show it this time, but yeah, lot of stuff is under development right now, and the next few months look very exciting.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, lots of stuff coming into trains. I think we have a lot of work already planned. So yeah.
So one of the other things that's there right now in that effort to keep the train editor simple, right now we've not enforced the compatibility of all the braking systems and bogies and coupling systems and all of that each carriage supports. That's something that will come out in the next couple of months as we holistically, overall the entire train physics system within the game, and solve for how to present all of that complex information in a really simple to use manner. So that's something that we're working on right now, and as soon as we crack it, it will be there in the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there is Rubnik Polska customized for Yadu. Yeah. And it has reached a station, and when it reaches stations, I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've seen these many dustbins on any station in India, Vivek. I'll have to say.
Well, this is not an Indian station, Shiv. So why do you think it's India?
Yeah.
So very quickly, Vivek. So train manager is there. What
Hmm.
else is coming out in this build?
Uh, not, not that. A lot of stuff, actually. Mostly train
Crash,
manager, but
crash, crash.
a lot. Yeah, it will crash. But there were a couple of bug fixes that we have done. A lot of them were actually related to train, and the tail shift that is still need a little bit of polish, but like that has also been added, and the there's lots of in the foliage and grass. Actually, you'll see some changes. The look and lighting, and this fog that I shared earlier
Yeah.
is also now there. So yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much it. This
So the
build.
game is definitely looking much nicer right now. And I know some of the stuff that you've been working on. I've seen bits and pieces of it. When that gets out, I think the game would look phenomenally different. And I am personally very excited about all the train stuff that we're working on, which we'll keep putting out in the next couple of
Yeah.
months. Uh, in fact, there's a good news to share. Vivek, would you like to
Yes.
share the news with all of our community?
Uh, wait.
Vivek is being very shy.
I am now. We have
Basically,
like.
there's a wedding in Vivek's family, and
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
so that's going to steal Vivek away for some time as well. So all the train stuff that we're working on, maybe instead of doing a live stream in June and July, we might just do a release in July directly. We're still exploring how we want to do that, but
Hmm.
heads up, there might not be a live stream in June, and we might just put out a big, big, big fat alpha release in July. So that's something on the blog for all of you. Uh, Keep looking out, and like I mentioned, please join our Discord community. Help us shape the game and
Yes.
set it in the right direction, and get access to the prototype on playmodeltrains.com. And yeah, the new build is going to be live on Monday on Steam, so you'll get to play. And you like, we'd love to hear back from you how the feature works out, how the game experience has been growing, and what improvements we can make in the game next to uh, completely fulfill the vision of what a model train simulation game should be.
Yeah.
As always, please like and subscribe this video on YouTube, and tell your friends about the game. Tell your friends about all the sleepless nights that Vivek that Vivek has been spending on these features. And
Yeah.
yeah, help us in spreading the word and reaching out to more train enthusiasts all over the world. Shavita, let's wrap this up.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching, and keep giving us your love. Recently we've started seeing our social media reaching out to so many more people, and that makes us very, very happy, um, because we are trying to make it for the global audience. So yeah, and please play the game, break the game, um, tell us what you want. Because the whole idea of making this game is to make it for the people who love trains, who love simulation games. We're not making it for the four of us. So yeah, can't wait to hear from you.
Thank you,
Yes.
everyone. Bye bye.
Thank
You have a great
you.
day
Bye.
and night ahead of
Bye.
you.